Alright, this is Josh Street with Purple Pawn. Wanted to go ahead and give you the first unboxing of the brand new 25th anniversary Battletech box set. First thing you're going to notice about this is the size of it. It's a little hard to tell on video, so to help out, what we've done is we have taken the old box set. As you can see, clearly a good bit bigger than the old box set, which is good because we're going up to a price of $50 from the original price of $40 for the original box set. So what are you getting for that $50? So let's take a look here. My absolute favorite part. So we throw in here nothing that's going to surprise anybody who's opened one of these box sets before. You got a bunch of miniatures, a whole bunch of books, posters, other things. Let's look at the books first. Quick start rules. These are about as quick as you're going to be able to get. They include basic information about the game and the universe. Really simplified rules, not quite as simple as the quick strike rules for those who are familiar with that, but still pretty simple. Good stuff, real quick if you want to take your investment, you never played before, you want to jump in and start have some mechs beating each other up. Then we've got the Inner Sphere at a glance. This is a great thing that Catalyst has started doing. I really encourage this. It's basically a history of the Inner Sphere. Lots of great fiction in here, lots of maps covering the universe, and given how important the timeline is in the current version of the game as to making sure you're doing accurate battles that reflect what happened in the fictional universe. This thing is outstanding. This is probably worth it even if you already have the basic rules. Introductory handbook or rulebook. Anybody who's actually bought one of these before will recognize this. This is the step up from the quick start rules. These are essentially the same rules you're getting in Total Warfare, but very, very focused on the mechs themselves. So you're going to have all the stuff that you're familiar with. You're going to look at movement, heat, shooting, combat, hand-to-hand, weapons. They even have, and this has surprised me a lot, a section on construction, which is something you don't really get in the base Total Warfare book. You don't get that until the tech manual. So that's really nice to see this in what's essentially a quick start book. Really surprising for me as well, vehicle and infantry rules. They're quick start rules. They're very, very simplified, but I don't think you've ever gotten a version of this book where you got vehicle and infantry rules out of the box. Good stuff. How the core rule books work. This little pamphlet made me smile like nobody's business. If you're new to Battletech, getting into it can be really complicated. We've got all of our technical readouts, we've got Total Warfare, we've got the tech manual, we've got tactical operations, we've got strategic operations. We're about to have interstellar operations, and we just got a time of war for those who like the role-playing side. This little manual gives you an introduction to all those, what they do, how they fit in, and even has a section on scales of play for people who like to go for the full epic galactic conflict, all the way down to the people who like to play the base game of mech on mech. So this thing, super, super handy. Really pleased with this. Whole bunch of record sheets. Nothing surprising here. These are pretty much what you'd get if you were to buy the TRO printouts from Catalyst's online store. Lots of them though, which is really surprising. A whole bunch here. Good value, impressive. Catalyst has always been good about having a painting guide in their books and in these box sets. What I've never seen before though is a tactics section. So there's an entire section in this little handbook on Battletech tactics. This is just amazing. I can't believe they did this. Such a great little introduction to how to play the game. A real no-brainer. It's essentially the how to GM of the Battletech set. It's really great. Great idea. Mad props to Catalyst on this one. Nice thick cardboard cutout with all the tables that we know and love. Brand new poster. Let's face it, if you love Battletech, you live for these posters. Inner Sphere, we're set at the year, I'm not sure what year we're set at for this one. It looks roughly 3050 from here, though I could be wrong on that. Check out our online review of the rulebook to know what year this is actually set for. The new maps. If you've ever gotten one of these box sets, all of them had, I don't want to call them chintzy, but they were cheap paper maps. These are not paper maps. These are actual cardboard maps, not unlike you get out of an actual board game. I have never seen this in a Battletech box set before, and I'm relatively sure I actually own all of them. This is amazing. Great stuff here. Real nice ad. Really makes me feel like, hey, I paid $50. I got something really nice here. How about the miniatures? 24 miniatures in this set. Let's take a couple of them out here. These are the standard plastic miniatures that if you've gotten these box sets before, you're relatively familiar with. You've seen them. They're good quality. They work well. The plastic on these, you can't tell from here, but the plastic on these is a little bit better than we've had before. I think it's going to hold primer a little bit better, quite frankly. I know several people have had problem getting the old plastics to hold primer. These are a little bit better quality plastic, but still not what you'd see out of a Games Workshop plastic kit. Good enough. Poses are a little boring, to be honest with you. I think a lot of these, actually, I remember from being in the original set. I may pull mine out later and do a comparison. Good mix of mechs. Heavy, medium, light. I said there were 24. It's not quite true. Technically 26 mechs in this one. What they've done in this 25th anniversary kit is they have included Omni-mechs. 2 Omni-mechs, the Loki and the Thor. Iconic Omni-mechs, configurable battle mechs on the battlefield. These are significantly better plastic. These are clearly the plastic that we're getting from the Ironwind Metals work that they're currently doing. Good plastic. It's got a good feel to it. Feels really solid. Very, very configurable parts. You see we've got the feet here on these. Some really nice work here. So 2 of these, and of course dice because you didn't have 2d6 lying around. All in all, I am shocked at what a great value this is. Really solid value, lots of great stuff in here. If you don't have a Battletech box set, this is the box set to buy, without question. If you have a Battletech box set, it's worth considering it. There's a lot of redundant material here, but quite frankly, the cardboard maps, 26 plastic miniatures, $50, let's face it, that alone justifies the $50. So, good deal, really solid offering from Catalyst. Very impressed. Be sure to check out our full written review on purplepawn.com.